first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The former number 6 overall pick of 2019, Daniel Jones, trots out to lead this New York Giants offense.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
1 yard.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 12 carries, 56 yards.
And, partner, I thought it was a lot of...
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now he'll try to run with this. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
On the carry. He was brought down at the 45-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
11 yards there, 1st down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Here's Jones on 1st down. And Rudolph has it, the tight end.
Jones pass.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Johnson on the coverage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
It certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
10 at the 41.
Well, one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a 1st down. The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Tariq Cohen.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Three nothing after 1 on EA Sports.
Giants 3, Bears nothing.
You know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore.
2nd and 5. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 28. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you call.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
It's now 3rd down and long.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Dexter Lawrence drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, Cairo Santos on now for the Bears field goal. This from 54 yards away. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. I'm talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Coming up on 3 minutes left in the half in a 3-3 ball game. Just a pair of field goals to this point. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. From the gun, Jones. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 12. First down.
A first down carry for Barkley. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Out to the right here to Shepard. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 41-yard line.
First down, Giants.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Desmond Trufant with a sack. The corner blitz hits home. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. Give him 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And a white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin up in Lambeau, an NFC North battle between Detroit and Green Bay. And that's been From there, we'll make the trip down to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Carson Wentz has thrown a couple of touchdown passes there. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Carolina Panthers. DJ Moore, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, as we expected, all tied through one half of play. For the call of the second half, let's get it back to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, a combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Grant on the return. The Bears take over first and 10.
A reminder, still some good games coming up here in Week 2 of the NFL. Later tonight, a rematch from that Super Bowl a few years back. New England visits Seattle up in the Northwest. And then on Monday night, we'll be there. The first regular season NFL game ever played in the state of Nevada. The New Orleans Saints and the Las Vegas Raiders from Allegiant Stadium. That should be something. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They begin with a run by Barkley. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now
2nd and 7 from the 23. They'll run it again with Barkley. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for him, too.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. But right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion for us there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and the Bears take over. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
The Bears have to be excited about the rookie out of Notre Dame, Cole Kmet, a Chicago native. He actually selected number 85 in recognition of the Bears' 1985 NFL championship team, the Super Bowl champs. And by the way, his dad was on the Bears practice squad at one point. So this kid falls right in line. I love his athletic ability. He'll learn from the veteran Jimmy Graham. And last year, the Bears tight ends, J.P. Holtz, he led the team in receiving, 91 yards from the tight end position.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Second and 11 now. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break up their routes quickly as well.
New York set to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Jones. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. From the gun, Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down.
6 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Here's Riley Dixon now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Back now at Soldier Field. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
Taken down.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Again, it's Cohen.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense. When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll drop this one down to Cohen. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. New York ready to go again offensively. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42.
Off the bootleg, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
His afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. It hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And there to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. He dumps it off to Barkley. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And they'll play keep away from the returner, as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Chicago offense set to get started. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 19-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 7 yards there and a first down. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Tate. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And Tate's got it. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. A couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to let one fly for Tate. It's caught inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So here's Cairo Santos on the field goal try. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And his kick is right there. It's good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So it's not quite over yet, but you have to figure they pretty well got this one on ice now.
And Brandon, I'm trying to figure out how they remain so calm in these situations and then go out and execute, because I'm up here shaking like a leaf, and I wasn't the one who had to make that kick.
They look calm, but I bet if you had a heart rate monitor on them, it'd be up in the 300s right now. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Chicago, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next